That takes a lot, it takes a lot of self-control to let go of control. In other words, it isn't easy for you to let go. In fact, it almost feels counter to what you're asking for. You're saying, I think I'm meant to do things that I'm not doing. That's the opposite. I'm meant to do things that I'm going to let myself do. Can you feel the difference? Determination.
Yes.
I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to figure out what to do. I'm going to be the best in the world at it. Upstream, 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 upstream. But when you say, my life has caused me to create it. I know it's waiting for me. My source is there not only tending to it, but being it. I can feel that I'm being called toward it. I don't know exactly what to do or where to go, but I can feel the call, and I know that as I relax more, that I will begin to translate the call of source into more real details where I will be able to identify and describe this wonderful creation more vividly.
That sounded magnificent. Thank you.
Just be easy about it. And so, we'll give you some really easy downstream thoughts that you can use all of the time. There's no rush is really a good one. There's no rush. I got plenty of time. Here's another one. I'm pretty good at this. Another. I don't have to figure it all out this red hot minute.
Oh, that's a good one.
Here's another. It's natural for things to turn out for me.
It is. Absolutely.
Another. When I feel like doing it, it's always fun. When I don't feel like doing it, it sucks.
Yes.
Here's another. The stream is the current. Law of attraction is the manager. And I am the willing, floating boat.
I am the willing, floating boat. Thank you.
Sort of gets it in the right perspective.
Yes, it
Good.
does.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Now what? So the emotions that you feel are very important to you, and people are beginning to understand this from a creation level. You have always known about emotions. In fact, of all of the things that we hear humans discuss, that's at the top of the list. I feel this way, or I feel this way, or I felt this way, or I felt this way. You have always been keenly aware of the way you feel, but we think you have not been quite so aware of what is the reason for the way you feel. Oh, you say, well, I know the reason that I feel bad is because something bad has happened. And we say, well, we would like to clarify that. The reason you feel bad is because you are giving your attention to the absence of something you want. And you say, well, yes, but how can I not give my attention to the absence of something I want when something bad has happened? When something is before me, how can I not feel bad? And we say, don't look at it. And you say, but how can I not look at something that is right in front of me? And we say, look someplace else. And you say, this is what you really say, but it's so much easier to look at this. We say, we know it is, because you've been activating a vibration, and law of attraction is surrounding you with things like that. So we know it's easier to look at what is right in front of you. It's easier to just turn on the television and watch what is given to you. Takes more effort to selectively sift. But when you care about how you feel, and when you remember that your emotions are telling you about these points of vibrational relationship, these points of vibrational relativity between where you are in this moment and who you really are and who you really have become, then you care more keenly about how you feel, because you want as much as you can to be vibrationally up to speed with the whole of that which you are. Your guidance and that which is your source is never criticizing you or feeling criticism about where you are. Because the only thing that matters is the relationship between where you are and where you want to be. And source is so where you want to be and calling you toward it, that if you'll give yourself a break, if you'll get off your own back, if you'll lighten up a little bit, if you'll relax where you are and listen for the call, and not expect it to sound like harps, but expect it to sound like relief. Expect it to sound like something that feels just a little better than where I am. Then you'll begin to hear the call of source, and you'll begin to close that vibrational gap, and you'll begin to stop resisting and start practicing the art of allowing, and you'll begin to, more often than not, offer one signal, and you will begin to offer this powerful signal, and one who is connected to the stream is more powerful than millions who are not. In other words, when you stop scattering your own energy, you're going to be knocked over by the universal influences, by the sequence of conditions and circumstances and others that reveal themselves to you in a constant, steady stream of helping you along the way.